parameters in Power BI. This was the latest advancement. It is not there in the earlier versions actually. Okay, this was introduced since from the very latest version, where you can use this one parameters for varied different usages. As I told you earlier, we can use it in order to filter the rows. You can use it in order to replace the rows or the keep the rows. You can use this one for the data source kind of stuff. Okay, for implementing the dynamic nature. Okay, and also you can always reference these parameters. Okay, we can do all this kind of stuff just in order to retrieve the data sets, and you can use these parameters into a data model where you can refer certain columns or the tables, something like that. Now, in our example, what we are going to use and how we are going to use, we can apply the parameters at the data source level, and you can use the same parameters at the row level. So how exactly that we can do? For now, what I can do, I will show you the example using how we can use the parameter in other ways. Let us go ahead with the edit queries. So we should see that something like this, and go to regions, different region names, locations, different country names over here. So what I want to do, there is a country name over there, and where I wanted to implement the parameters in the segment. Apart from using the parameter for a data source, I just wanted to use the parameter while referencing the rows or keeping the rows, something like this. Let me go ahead something like this. New parameter, countries. Type is text, and suggested values, list of values. And here I wanted to give current value. I want to keep it this one. I say okay. Okay. Are you all good till here, Suresh? Okay. So now what I'm going to do here, I do have one. Let me wait, it is still processing that somehow. Countries, I'm selecting the country name. Okay, and here you can observe that this is representing a country name. All the list of countries are there. If you can drop down this, you can see something called text filters. Equals is one of the equals does not equal to all. We have already discussed this kind of stuff. So if I wanted to filter the rows here, whenever if it equals to some basic country underscore name, okay, I can always try selecting two different types of values that you can list out over here. Okay, you should see that here, text and parameter. Text is the one where you can select. When you select the parameter, you should see all these things. This is the current value. Okay, I have selected that part. Okay, and now it is filtered for the rows where it says the country underscore name is equal to the countries which I have created for all the rows inside which. Okay, now here country underscore name is filtered for the rows wherever the countries is equal to United States. Why? What happened? We don't have anything else. Clear filter. We should be having. Okay, let me just change this parameter. The current value should be India. Okay. Now let us go ahead and this. Okay. Now you go to here, countries, and you should see that whenever you change anything else, Canada, and come to countries, okay, means if you just change the parameter, the entire visualizations also you can change. Means this particular query, whatever that you are using, here you can see the query function. Okay, I can execute this part. And here, whenever you use this countries, this is a parameter name. Okay, where you will use this parameter as a part of the query. Whenever you change the parameter, just to change the parameter, it will change the entire scenario of your visualizations in the forefront of the dashboard. I will leave for the day, and tomorrow we will be discussing about the visualizations part.